So she's a foreigner. She's not a person in the kingdom of God's chosen people. She's a Moabite, a follower of false gods, no less. Right? But yet, through these strange circumstances of death, she has devoted herself in self-sacrifice to this widowed mother, her mother-in-law, right? And the passage, I'll read it again. Do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you. For where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there will I be buried. May the Lord do so to me, and more also, if anyone but death parts me from you. That's so powerful, those words, okay? And then a few more sentences over, she's now gleaning, she's picking up gleanings in this field of Boaz's. Now, if you can imagine, what is gleaning? What does it represent? Okay, the process of gleaning is symbolically, it's necessary. It's a necessary precondition to life. Okay, and life does flourish after this process of gleaning. Okay, think about it. It's leaving things untouched at the edge, but you are gathering loads of stuff in, but you're leaving these things untouched. Okay, you're leaving a remainder not to be destroyed.
Yes.
Does that ring any bells of the whole Old Testament? Leaving a remainder, a remnant, is a precursor to life. Okay,
so life can start again.
Yeah, it's like a union between order and chaos. Okay, with neither of which being destroyed. If I read chapter 2, verse 5 to 7. Then Boaz said to his young man, who was in the charge of the reapers, whose young woman is this? And the servant who was in charge of the reapers answered, she is the young Moabite woman who came back with Naomi from the country of Moab. He said, please let me glean and gather among your sheaves after the reapers. So she came, and she continued from early morning until now, except for a short rest. And if I read on, then Boaz said to Ruth, now listen, my daughter, do not go to glean in another field, or to leave this one, but keep close to my young women. Let your eyes be on the field that they are reaping, and go after them. For I do not charge. Have I not charged the young men not to touch you? And when you are thirsty, go to the vessels and drink what the young men have drawn. Then she fell on her face, bowing on the ground, and said to them, why have I found favour in your eyes, that you should take notice of me, since I am a foreigner? But Boaz answered, all that you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband has been fully told to me, and how you left your father and mother and your native land, and came to a people that you did not know before. The Lord repay you for what you have done, and a full reward to be given you by the Lord, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. Then she said, I have found favour in your eyes, my Lord, for you have comforted me and spoken kindly to your servant, though I am not one of your servants.
I just want to cut in there. What images came to me there was just this perfect example of what Jesus is, in my opinion, an outsider, right? An outsider who does not serve God, who then is born again and comes into this different foreign land, this land of God, with these people of God. And Ruth is so full of these really deep words, I think. Even what Boaz said there, this and you will be rewarded. Yeah, welcome. It's the words of welcome and reward and understanding, I think, is particularly bold to me. And you just look at that and you're like, well, is that not everyone's story? Anyone who comes to Christ, is that not everyone's story?
So if you look at this as you should, as we're so blessed to be able to look at the stories of the Bible through the lens of Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
Think about it in terms of Ruth being just us, right? We're outsiders.
Ruth being people.
Okay, we are
sinners.
We are Moabites, foreigners,
worshipping false gods.
Yep.
With sinful backgrounds.
And you imagine Boaz being the Redeemer, right? So one to bring us into the line of the kingdom of God, and it's very interesting. What do you see Naomi as being? Okay, I'm gonna read a few things I've written, and I want you to answer hopefully correctly.
Okay.
So through what I just read is the recognition of worthiness to be a part of the kingdom, although a foreigner, like that the worth is defined through the repentance and giving up of oneself. Okay, you're no longer part of your Moabite tribe. You no longer worship your false gods. You now follow. You're part of my family. You worship my God, X Y Z. You know, etc.
And the reward that Boaz talks about is not just the reward in that present, it's the ultimate reward. Because as we've discovered, David and then Jesus.
Yes. It's basically being part of the family of God is essentially what it is.
And this is the process in getting into that family.
Yes. And how did this first start off? Ruth was bound by law to the mother. Okay, now if I reframe that, right? Worth is defined through repentance and giving up oneself to be bound by law to the mother. Okay, what's the mother? That's the church. Is that not where you...
Flip. Yeah.
You're born again. Where do babies come from, Ben? Mothers. Okay, you're bound by law to the mother. That is the church.
I was just about to say there, because you said for me answer. I was just about to say, I believe Naomi to be the toll and the sacrifice of God's children and the work. And sometimes God does deal bitterly, but it's always to the glory of Him. It's always for God's glory. Timothy Keller famously said, if you knew the mind of God, you wouldn't change a single thing in your life, because everything in your life that happens for a divine reason. And that is what happens with the church, aka Naomi, I believe, in Ruth. It's that symbol. And this is the Old Testament. Let's just remind you, this is the Old Testament. And I think in many of our episodes we talk about patterns. Here it is again, folks.
Ben, do you want me to blow your mind?
Yes, Josh.
Go to Galatians, New Testament, chapter 5, verse 26 to 27. It's also quoting Isaiah 54. But this is what it said. But the Jerusalem above is free, and she is our mother. For it is written, Rejoice, O barren one who does not bear. Break forth and cry aloud, you who are not in labour. For the children of the desolate one will be more than those of the one who has a husband. Is that not a perfect description of
just
Naomi?
Mind blowing. These books are written years and years and years and years and years apart.
They're also, in their particularities, they also are describing different things, but there are an overarching pattern to this whole thing.
To me personally,